All right, dear children, welcome back to the class. We're looking at the chapter called Fundamental Unit of Cell. In the first class, we have seen what is the meaning of cell. Cell is like structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Yes. Then we have seen what are the different types of cells. Yes or no? What are the different types of cells and what are their activities? And we discussed about discovery of cell. Who discovered cell, dear children?
Robert
Robert
Hooke.
Hooke.
And who discovered living cells?
Leeuwenhoek.
Van Leeuwenhoek. Then we talked about Sladen and Swan. Then we talked about Virchow, and we talked about cell theory. No, there were 3 points of cell theory, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So no, there were 3 points. I have explained all those things. Yes or no? So all those points should be very very clear to you guys. Okay, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
in this class, second class, we are going to talk about. I mean, what this cell is made up of. Cell is there, no? What it is made up of? What are the cell is made up of so many components, no? They are called as organelles and all. What cell this cell is made up of? All those things we are going to see. Okay, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. Let's get into this. Now cells are having different shapes and all. So we discussed all those things. Okay, I have shown you. And again, we have one more PDF. I'll show you. Now look at this. When you, I mean, for example, if you're going to school, whenever you are going to school, you're wearing your school uniform and all. Don't you carry your school bag, dear children? You carry a school bag, no?
Yes, sir.
In that school bag, what you carry? You carry your books, no? Yes or no? You have your books and you have your notebooks also. You have your pen, pencil, geometry box, everything is there. Do you carry, I mean, your lunch also to the school?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if your bag is there, are you going to take your lunch? I mean, for example, this chapati and this sabji, yes or no? For example, salad, any sweet and all, whatever it is there. Do you just keep it along with your books and notebook? Just, I mean, as you, for example, this is
No,
the
sir.
school bag means, are you going to keep your books and chapati here and sabji here and jamun here? Are you going to keep all these things
No,
together?
sir.
No, right?
Sir.
I mean, you carry one lunch box or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So you have this lunch box. Inside this lunch box, you are going to keep everything or not, dear children? This is a lunch box. Yes or no? So this is a lunch box. And inside this lunch box, you are going to keep your chapati and your sabji, whatever it is there, in different compartments. And you are going to carry some sweet and all, and whatever this box is there, no, this box will be having that opening lid and a closing lid, and then you are going to put it inside the school bag, no?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you understanding my point, what I'm trying to say? Now whatever this lunch box is there, no, this lunch box is acting like a membrane, right? So this is acting like a membrane to all your I mean food material or not?
Yes,
Hmm?
sir.
So are you getting my point? So whatever your items are there, food items inside this lunch box, then you are going to take it into school bag along with your books and all. You keep it. That means whatever is inside this, it will be safe. No, I mean it won't mix up with any books and all. It will be safe or not. And once the lunch break is there, you are going to open this. Then you are going to eat those things. Not, yes, children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
like that for cell also, whatever cell is there, no. For example, inside the cell there are so many things. For example, if we consider this as the cell, now inside that there are so many things: nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi bodies. Plastids. Like that, so many things are there. Now outside that there is one layer, protective layer, dear children. Look at this. This protective layer is there, no. So this one is known as a cell membrane. What is this, dear children? This is known as cell membrane. So cell membrane is like it is the outermost layer of animal cells. What is cell membrane, dear children? Cell membrane means, first of all, it is a protective layer. That is for sure. This is a protective layer for the cell. Okay, just like we wear cloths, no, like that, it is like a protective layer. So here is a cell membrane. This is a cell membrane, and this is a protective layer. And we say cell membrane is the outermost part, or outermost membrane, or outermost part of animal cell. Outermost part of animal cell. Now, plants have cells or not? Plants are having cells or not? Tell me, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plants have cell, but why I'm saying this is the outermost part of animal cell? Because in the plant cell, what happens, no, dear children? This in plant cell also cell membrane is there. We are not saying cell membrane is not there. This cell membrane is there, but I mean, even after this also there is one more layer that is called a cell wall. I mean, cell wall looks like this. I mean, there will be something called cell wall. In plant cells, there is something called cell wall, dear children. There will be something called cell wall. Okay, so that is the outermost layer in plant cell. So whatever this red colored part is there, no, that is called as cell wall, and whatever inside this blue colored part is there, no, so that is called as cell membrane. Now in the animal cell, now the last membrane, last part out of the cell, I mean, what is the last part is there, no, that is only known as cell membrane. That's why I called it is a protective layer, and it is the outermost part of animal cell. So it's not like that cell membrane is not there in plant cell. Cell membrane is there, but it is not the outermost cell. Outermost membrane. It is not the outermost membrane. So cell wall is the outermost membrane in plant cell. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Outermost layer. Outermost layer in plant cell. What is the outermost layer in plant cell? It is going to be cell wall. Understood? Yeah. Now, this is one major difference between plant cell and animal cell. In the animal cell, outermost layer is cell membrane. In plant cell, outermost layer is cell wall. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, cell membrane is present in plant cell or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Is cell wall present in animal cell? Is there any cell wall in animal cell?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So this is clear. We'll come back to these things in the later stage to differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. But right now, we need to look at this cell membrane. How does this cell membrane it looks like and all? From many sources of YouTube, I have made this document. Already, you know, Kalparuksha classes. You have attached with Kalparuksha classes now, and here we follow all step-by-step process to build all your concepts, and they are taught very neatly here. All right, Yachanan. So now look at this. This body, human body is there. No, in a human body there are different kinds of cells. No, I mean, if you see this, I mean, bones. I have shown in the last class also. These bones are having bone cells. No, and they are having this structure. And this, I mean, in brain and our spinal cord, this nervous system and all, we have nerve cells like this. Okay, and similarly, we are going to have other kinds of cells here. Look at this. These are called as muscle cells. These are muscle cells. And these are RBC. RBC means red blood cells. And similarly, we have a WBC, and we have sperm cell. We have ova. Like that, so many types of cells are there or not, dear children, in human body?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, all these cells, whatever these cells are there, no, I mean, especially in animals, if any cell is there, means outermost layer, whatever outermost layer is there, that outermost layer is going to be cell membrane or not?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. So it is going to be cell membrane. All right, dear children. Now, when you go to this cell membrane, look at this. This is the picture of a cell. I mean, this is how a cell looks like. Okay, we can draw it in the simple diagram also. This is a 3D they have shown. Cell means we can just draw like this. And inside this, we are going to show so many things. I mean, all nucleus, mitochondria, like that. So many organelles will show here. But they have shown like this. Look at this. This is a cell membrane. Here it is there, no? Here, whatever red colored part I am showing. So this is a cell membrane. Inside this cell membrane, this is a nucleus. So whatever I am showing here. So That one is like a nucleus. Then we have a mitochondria, Golgi bodies, like that. There are so many things inside that. So we'll get into all this, whatever is there inside, no? So inside of that, we'll get through that. But first of all, we have to see at this membrane, right, dear children? How does it look like, and what are the constituents of this? What are the properties of this? We have to look at the cell membrane or not?
Yes, sir.
From outside, we have to go inside, right, dear children? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dear children. Now, let us look into some more things now. For example, this whatever this cell is there, no, dear children. So now, if you consider a small part of it, if you consider some small part of this membrane, whatever this membrane is there, no, like this, if you consider some small part of it, that membrane looks like this. I have drawn, I mean, some diagram is there. No? I mean, look at this. It is looking very complex, but I will break open it. So it looks something like this. Okay. What are the different parts of it? We'll try to see them. Okay, dear children. This document will come to you. After that, you can draw the diagram and you can write everything. Otherwise, slowly as I'm explaining, you can draw this diagram also. No need of this diagram. This diagram is not required. Okay, but this diagram, this is the, I mean, cell membrane structure. This is how cell membrane looks like. Cell membrane has this complex structure. What is this complex structure? We'll try to see that. Are you ready for this, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at this. So whatever this I mean this complex structure it is looking like, no? So in this we have three kinds of things. Look at this, like a little bit bluish color, and two tails or something, something is like that. So that is called as phospholipid. What is the name of that, dear children? That is known as phospholipid. Okay, that is called as phospholipid. Clear, dear children? What is this? This is called as phospholipid. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, whatever small structures are there, now look at them. We are having some small structures here. Okay, this is phospholipid. Okay, this one. Look at this blue colored part. So this one along with these two tails, and here also. Now here head is outside and these tails are inside, and the similar structure is there above also. So look at this. Here also there is one structure like this. Here head is above and tail is below. So all this is also one phospholipid, and this is also one phospholipid, and this one is also phospholipid, and this one is also phospholipid, and this one is also phospholipid. Like that, all these are phospholipids. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? So all these are called, whatever I am drawing now, no? So they are all called as phospholipids. Clear? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, why it is called phospholipid is, I have drawn I mean one more diagram here. So whatever this head is there, no? So this is made up of phosphate. So this is called as phosphate head, dear children. So what is this? This is called as phosphate. Phosphate means it is one, I mean, chemical nature of this phosphate head. And this one is there, no? This is called as lipid tail. What is this? You have to make notes. Okay, you can start making notes. And this is called as lipid tail. Understood? And spelling of tail is like TAIL,
Yes.
no? TAIL. So this is called as lipid tail. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's why this structure is there, no? So this is called as phospholipid. I hope it should be very, very clear now. The first structure is very, very clear. That is called as a phospholipid. Why it is called phospholipid? Because it is having phosphate head and lipid tail. What is this lipid? This is also one chemical. Lipid means it is a liquid form of fat. So that you will learn in higher classes. Right now, you understand this is lipid tail. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you come into this, one by one, you make notes, okay? I will be clearing that. Now, here we have some structures here. Look at this. These structures. There is a big, a little bit of pink colored structures. No, here is that structure, and here also so that structure is there. So these are called as proteins. What are these, dear children? These are called as proteins. Some proteins are also available in the cell membrane. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, along with that, I have something here. Now, these small structures, are you able to see these small structures? White color structures?
Yes, sir.
So, whatever these structures are there, no, they are called as glycolipids. What is the name of that? They are called as glycolipids, dear children. Okay? Glycolipids they are. Okay, so these are known as glycolipids. Why they are called as glycolipids? Look at this. If you look at this structure, no, how it looks like, no, dear children. This structure, these are also having some tails like this. Okay, that is not shown there. So this is the set, this is the head, and here is the tail like this. So whatever this head is there, no, it is made up of glucose. That's why glyconame, glucose head. It is having glucose head, and this tail is lipid tail. What is this? This is the lipid tail. So that's why it is called as glycolipid. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This one is phospholipid. This structure. Whatever I am showing, this is known as a phospholipid. Why? Because it is having phosphate head and lipid tail. This is also phospholipid because phosphate head and lipid tail. And these are called as glycolipids because glucose head and lipid tail. I hope it is clear. And these are proteins, this one and this one. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. So these three things are clear. Now you must be seeing something like a pink colored small things here. So these whatever pink colored small things are there, no, it is known as cholesterol. You must have heard the name cholesterol. Okay, so cholesterol, you don't think like cholesterol is bad for health. Cholesterol is needed. Good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. There will be two types of cholesterols. So as you proceed into your higher classes, so you'll understand about this. What is the meaning of cholesterol? So this is cholesterol, and it is present in the cell membrane. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now in the cell membrane, how many things are there? In the cell membrane, I'm going to have four things. The first one is phospholipid, correct? And second one is?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is the second one? Phospholipid. Then I'm going to have proteins. Okay. Then I'm going to have a glycolipid. Okay. Glycolipid. Then I'm going to have cholesterol. So these are the constituents of cell membrane. If somebody asks you, some question comes, what are the constituents of a cell membrane? Then you should be able to write all these things. So that is like a phospholipid, proteins, glycolipid, and cholesterol. Clear, dear children?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what happens here, dear children? Look at this. So this is like, this is shown like this. Now this phospholipid is there, no? It is having two parts here. As I have told you, this is the phosphate head and this is the lipid tail. I have told you. Whatever this phosphate head is there, no, dear children? This phosphate head is hydrophilic in nature. I will explain you what is hydrophilic. So whatever this phosphate head is there, what is the nature of this? The nature of this is like hydrophilic. I will explain you what is hydrophilic. This is hydrophilic in nature. Hydrophilic. And whatever this lipid tail is there, no, we have got this lipid tail, no. So this lipid tail is hydrophobic in nature. Hydrophobic. Okay, it is continuous. Okay, there is no gap, but due to this space, I have written here hydropilic, hydrophilic in nature, and this lipid tail is there. It is hydrophobic. hydrophobik, hydrophobic in nature. Hydrophobic it is. Clear, dear children? What is this hydrophilic and hydrophobic? I will come to that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The meaning of hydrophilic is water loving, dear children. What is the meaning of hydrophilic? Water loving. For example, hydro means water and philic means loving. So hydrophilic means water loving. Now look at this hydrophobic. The meaning of hydrophobic is water hating. I mean, hydro means water. Okay. And phobic means hating. I mean, it is afraid of water. It hates water. It don't want to get through water. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There are so many words. There is a word called bibliophilic. What is the meaning of bibliophilic? Bibilo means books, okay? Bibilo means books, and philic means loving. One who loves reading, he is called as bibliophile, or he is called bibliophilic. Correct? Are you
Yes, sir.
understanding how these words? Now, if I say bibliophobic, what is the meaning of bibliophobic?
Book hater.
Book hater. I mean, he is afraid of. If he is afraid of reading, he don't want to read. So he is known as bibliophobic. And one who loves reading, he is called as bibliophilic. Like that, you can put these words for anything. Okay, fine. So, all right, dear children. So, whatever this phosphate head is there, no, that is a I mean, not bibilo. That is hydrophilic in nature. It don't want to read and all. Okay, it loves water. That means it allows water. I mean, there is no problem with water. It mixes with water and all. But whatever this lipid tail is there, it is hydrophobic in nature. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now I will give you some example also. You have these leaves, no? Have you seen the leaves of these plants?
Yes, sir.
You have
Yes,
got
sir.
leaves, right? So all these leaves, whatever leaves are there, does it look like a leaf?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, even though if you are not feeling it is a leaf, try to understand it as a leaf. Now, if any water droplet and comes and sits on it, water comes and water drop comes and sits on it. Now, if you just shake this, if you shake this leaf, will that water go out immediately? Completely, that water will go out, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Now, this layer of whatever layer of this leaf is there, no? So, whatever this layer of leaf is there, so is it hydrophilic or hydrophobic?
Hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic.
It is hydrophobic in nature or not? Because it don't allow the water to mix with the leaf. I mean, it is hating. There will be one layer on this leaf which is hydrophobic. So that's why this water will be expelled. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you apply the same case with one, I mean, cloth or some with some glass and all. For example, there is one cloth here. Okay, there is a piece of cloth. Now, if you put a water droplet on here, it will spread everywhere. No, this water drop on your cloth. I mean, it will spread or
Yes,
not
sir.
on your cotton cloth.
Yes, sir.
So now this whatever cloth is there, it is hydrophilic or hydrophobic?
Hydrophobic.
Hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic, no, I mean it allows the water to spread. For example, this cotton is hydrophilic or hydrophobic?
Hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic. Hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic means water loving. Hydrophobic means water hating. Okay, so in that, whatever phospholipid I have explained, no, this phosphate is there, no, this phosphate is hydrophilic. Okay, and whatever this lipid tail is there, that is hydrophobic. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So many questions can be framed in phospholipid. In phospholipid, what are the parts of phospholipid, and name the hydrophilic and hydrophobic part? Like that question can be framed, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes or no? So that at that time you have to say this phosphate head, whatever phosphate head is there, that is going to be hydrophilic, and lipid tail is going to be hydrophobic. So like that, so many questions can be framed, dear children. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I hope
Yes,
these
sir.
things are clear. Okay. I hope these things are clear. Now, whatever this layer is there, now look at this. Now, inside this cell, no, if you come inside the cell, for example, this is the cell, and this is a cell membrane outside, and I have taken one small part of it and I have enlarged it, and I have seen it in the microscope, and I got to know about this cell membrane like this. Now, inside this, there will be one water-like structure, dear children. Okay, so that is called as cytoplasm. Have you heard the name cytoplasm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is like nearly 99% of it is water only. It is water only, and another 1% is like some proteins and some minerals, some vitamins and all. Okay, this 1% is like some other thing. Some other, we can just give the name electrolyte. Something like something is dissolved in water. So inside the water, something is dissolved. Some proteins and all those things are dissolved. So that is the 1%. It is mostly like water only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is the cell membrane means inside this, I mean, this is cell membrane. Inside this, there are so many organelles. I mean, if you just take around and if you come back, so here only this is the structure of whatever this cell membrane is there. This is the structure of this, and here also that structure will be there. Inside, what is there? Inside, water is there, right, dear children? Inside this, water is there. Clear? Cytoplasm. Here, water is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So I hope everybody is understanding what I'm trying to say. So here, this side water is there. So that's why which part is there? Look at this. What is this? This is phosphate head. No, dear children. These things are phosphate heads or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So are they water loving or water hating?
Water loving. Water loving.
Water loving. That's why they are towards this cytoplasm. Otherwise, it would have been reversed. Okay. Now these whatever this phosphate heads are there. No, so these are hydrophilic. That's why they are near this cytoplasm. Here the cell looks like this. No, inside this water and water cytoplasm is there. So that's why it is this side. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now outside of this cell, whatever cell I am showing you, no, outside of this cell also there will be some water. No, dear children, here also there may be some water here. Yes, outside of this cell also, cell is surrounded by other cells and all. There may be water, and because in our body water only is there. No, I mean nearly 70 percentage of our body is made up of water. So these cells are surrounded by water only. Again, what is there? Phosphate head is only there. No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so why phosphate head is there? Because it is water loving, so it is towards water only. Now look at these tails, lipid tails. So they are water loving or water hating? These tails.
Water hating.
Water hating.
Water hating.
Water hating. So if they are water hating, that's why they are in between. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, I hope it is clear. Now there are two layers of this phospholipid, no? So that's why there are two layers. One layer is like this. I mean, this layer. This is one layer, and this is another layer. So like that. This is having two layers. That's why this is called as phospholipid bilayer. What this is called, dear children? Phospholipid bilayer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now they will ask you how many layers of phospholipid is there in cell membrane. So you have to say two layers are there, and that is called. They will ask you in cell membrane. I mean, there is a phospholipid bilayer. Why? And if they ask you, you have to say there are two layers of phospholipid. That's why there is a phospholipid bilayer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I hope it is clear. So in cell membrane, what is there? I mean, how many phospholipid layers are there? One layer, two layer, three layer, four layer. Then you have to take two layers. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
dear children. So phospholipid bilayer. Everybody is understanding whatever I'm saying.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is depicted beautifully. All these things. See this diagram, and I have taken this a separate diagram. Then I have mentioned it as a phosphate head, and this one as a lipid tail, and it is hydrophilic, and this is hydrophobic. Hydrophilic means I gave you example. Hydrophobic means I gave you example. Then afterwards, I have explained why these phosphate heads are outside, why this phosphate head is outside, and why these tails are inside, and what it is surrounded with. All those things I have explained or not. And this is a glycolipid, why it is called as glycolipid, and this is protein, and this is cholesterol. Right, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at this. What is this? Tell me. If I show like this, what is this? Don't you think this is a phospholipid bilayer? One layer and another layer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. I mean, two layers have been shown here, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, inside this cell is there. I mean, this is cell membrane, and this is also cell membrane. Inside this, every cell is there. Now, to do all activities, cell needs something. I mean, something has to come in and something has to go out or not. Yes or no? Some things have to come in continuously and some things have to go out continuously or not. What should come in for the cell activity of the cell? We need oxygen. Oxygen is needed, and we want water to come in. And sometimes we want carbon dioxide to go out of the cell because this is a structural and functional unit. No, all cell, whatever this cell is there. So this is cell, and this is a part of this cell membrane. So we need so many things to come in and so many things to go out or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Now this layer, whatever this layer is there, no, dear children. So this cell membrane, whatever this layer is there, this layer should allow few things to come in and it should allow few things to go out. Correct? It cannot allow everything to come in and everything to go out. Yes or no? And it is selective or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Just like a gate. I mean, if I go near the school gate, will they allow me? Yes, they will go, they will allow me because they have seen me. If I go to some other school's gate, will they allow me?
No, sir.
No, sir.
They will ask me, right? Who are you, sir? What do you want? Then they will enter into the register and they will allow me. That means that the task of this watchman is being done by what? The task of that watchman is being done by this cell membrane. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So this whatever this cell membrane is there, no? This cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane, dear children. Cell membrane is called as what, dear children? This cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane. Clear, dear children? What this is called?
Yes, sir.
Selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane. Cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane. Please write down this statement. What is that? Cell membrane is called okay, please you know the spellings also. Cell membrane is called selectively permeable membrane, and they will ask you, cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane. Why? They will ask you why it is called a selectively permeable membrane. What will you say? The answer for this is it allows entry and exit. It allows entry and exit of selected materials only, selected components only, or selected materials or selected molecules only. Rather than saying components, you say molecules. Selected molecules only. Selected molecules only. So it is called, tell me, selectively permeable membrane. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Clear, dear children? Yes, is this question is very, very famous in 9th standard. Cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane. Why? So you have to say it allows entry and exit of selected molecules only. So it is called selectively permeable membrane. Okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everybody wrote this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So along with that, this cell membrane is there. No, I have mentioned this cell membrane. It is having different names. So this cell membrane is what is the name? It has a selectively permeable membrane name. No, just now I have told you selectively permeable membrane. Selectively means it selects what to come in and what should go out. Permeable means it permeates. And this is also known as, there is another name for cell membrane that is called as semi-permeable membrane. What is this? This is called as semi-permeable membrane. Why semi-permeable membrane? Semi means what? Half, right? Semicircle, you talk about semicircle. No, semi means not complete. I mean semi-permeate. Semi-permeable means, again, same reason. Why it is called as semi-permeable membrane means you have to say it allows the entry and exit of only selected molecules into the cell and out of the cell. That's why it is called as semi-permeable membrane also. How many what are the different names for cell membrane? And write them. Then you have to say selectively permeable membrane and semi-permeable membrane. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the two different names. for this cell membrane. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this about this cell membrane also, it is also understood. Now, what it allows and what it do not allow. Why it allows a few things only. Why it do not allow few. I mean other things. That is the concept of higher classes. I can explain you few things now also. Okay, so that diagram is also there at the end of this. Okay, here that diagram is there. Okay, there are I mean what are these polar molecules and non-polar molecules? To understand that you need a certain level of understanding of these atoms and molecules. Okay, so right now you don't have much knowledge about all those things. So when that knowledge comes to you, you will also become perfect in them. Now see here, there are so many kinds of molecules shown here. Now what are these? Now, what is written here? Read this: small non-polar molecules. What are these, dear children? Small non-polar molecules. What are the example for small non-polar molecules? The example for these small non-polar molecules are O2 and CO2. What is the meaning of O2? O2 means oxygen, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
CO2 means it is carbon dioxide. O2 is oxygen. Yes, sir. In between this one look at this phospholipid is there, no? Here also one phospholipid, here also one phospholipid. Don't you think there is some space in between them? There is some space in between them. Look at that. There is some space, no? In between them.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are small non-polar molecules, whatever they are there, no? They will go very fast within this gap. I mean, they find this gap and they will move. I mean, they will go, I mean, with a high speed inside this and they enter here. That means oxygen and CO2 are, I mean, they are highly required for this cell, no? I mean, O2 should come and CO2 should go out. They should go fast or they should go slow.
Fast, sir.
Okay, so that's why this O2 and CO2, these are example for small non-polar molecules. What is the meaning of non-polar? I will explain you after teaching atoms and molecules. So after that only we'll try to understand what is this polar molecule and a non-polar molecule. Right now, I mean you make it sure that these are no need to remember this small non-polar also. You just remember O2 and CO2. They can go into the cell membrane and out of the cell membrane quickly. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have some small polar molecules also. Small polar molecules example is like H2O and some alcohols. There are some kinds of alcohols, and they are also going to enter into this I mean cell membrane, but they will enter slowly. How they will go? They will enter slowly. How small polar molecules enter? Small polar molecules will be entering very slowly. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine, dear children. That process I will explain you. I mean, if you understand the meaning of this polar and non-polar, no, these things will be, I mean, you'll find some more depth in this. Why they are going fast, why they are going slow. Right now, you can write down this, and this document will also be shared with you. Then also you can write it. Then after that, we have big non-polar molecules. Big non-polar molecules. What is the example? This is called as benzene. What is the name of that, dear children? That is like benzene. BENZENE. What is this benzene? So you must not be having idea about this. This is also one organic molecule. So the formula for this will be C6H6. C6H6 and its structure will be like this. Okay, benzene structure will be like this. So this structure and all you will study in higher classes. So this benzene, no, so this is a big non-polar molecule, and this big non-polar molecule will go very slowly into this. Clear? Into this gap
Yes.
only. It will find the gap and it will go slowly. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, fine, dear children. Now, similarly, now, I mean, don't be behind these facts. I mean, once you understood the process, you'll get more fun. So, small non-polar molecules, small polar molecules, they are going into this gap. Even these big non-polar molecules also, they will get into this cell membrane gap between this phospholipids. There is a gap. No, they will go slowly. But this big polar molecules, the example for big polar molecule is this sugar. Sugar means glucose. So this sugar, no, it is not able to enter directly into this gap. I mean, in this gap, it cannot enter. It becomes very difficult for it to enter. And similarly, these charged particles like sodium plus Na means sodium, no? Do you know Na is sodium?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Cl
Yes,
is
sir.
chlorine, right? So NaCl means it is sodium chloride. So Na plus and Cl minus are those kind of charged particles and some amino acids. Amino acids are nothing but they are, I mean, some kinds of proteins only. So these things are not able to get through this cell membrane through this gap. It becomes very difficult to enter through this gap. Why it is becoming difficult? And don't I mean this sugar will not go inside the cell membrane? No, it is not like that. They will also go. They will also enter, but not through this gap. Okay, not through this gap. There is a different mechanism for these two things. No, whatever this big sugar molecules and this charged Na plus and Cl minus molecules are there. No, there is a separate mechanism for this. How they enter. Okay, there is a separate mechanism. I mean, differently they are going to enter into the cell membrane. What is that mechanism? You will learn about that in the higher classes. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mean you remember
Yes, sir.
it like I mean oxygen and carbon dioxide is required now. They will go very fast. They will go inside and they will come out. O2 will enter inside and CO2 will come outside very quickly. And this small polar molecules like H2 and all, it will go slowly. And you can remember big non-polar also. I mean biology is all about remembrance, no? So benzene and all, they will come very slowly. But these big polar molecules, so they are not able to enter, and charged particles and amino acids are also not able to enter. Clear? Not able to enter through this gap. They will ask you, I mean, there is a gap between these phospholipids, no? There is a gap between these phospholipids. Through this gap, so what are the molecules that can enter? So you can say O2 can enter, CO2 can enter and go outside also, and you can say H2O can enter, and you can say benzene can enter and it can go. But what cannot enter? Then you have to say sugar, Na plus, Cl minus, and amino acids cannot enter through these gaps. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So like that, there can be so many levels of questions which can be framed in all your competitive exams. Clear, dear children? I hope it should be very, very clear.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just to, I mean, keep the things in one place, just to keep all these things in one place. Now tell me, what are the constituents of cell membrane? What are the constituents of cell membrane? I mean, constituents means what are, I mean, is my screen visible, dear children?
No,
No,
sir.
sir. No, sir.
No. Okay, just give me a minute because sometimes those messages and all, they'll come, no? So is my screen visible now?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the constituents of cell membrane? Tell me. One by one, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Phospholipid, already I have told you. Okay,
Phospholipid.
just I'm winding it off. Phospholipid. And next
Protein.
one is glycolipid.
Protein.
Yeah, good. So glycolipid,
Protein.
then protein.
Cholesterol.
Good.
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol. Good. Very good. Awesome. Cholesterol. Okay. And you know about phospholipid and glycolipid, no? I mean, hydrophilic and hydrophobic, all those things are known to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then after that, it is called as a semi-permeable, cell membrane is called as semi-permeable membrane, and it is also called as a selectively permeable membrane, no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Selectively
Yes, sir.
permeable membrane. Okay, permeable membrane. So why it is called like that? You know the reason for that. Okay, I don't want to tell that again. I'm winding it off. Then after that, whatever cell membrane is there, it is having a phospholipid bilayer, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Phospholipid bilayer is there. So in the gaps between this phospholipids, whatever phospholipids are there, in the gaps of those phospholipids, I mean some molecules will move. Okay, what are those? O2, CO2, H2O, and benzene, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all these things can be entered. What cannot enter? Sugar cannot enter. Okay, this Na plus charge particle cannot enter, and Cl minus
Amino
cannot
acid.
enter, and some amino
Amino
acids
acids.
cannot enter. So what are amino acids are there? These cannot enter. Now Don't you feel that we have concluded the whole cell membrane in this 1, 2, 3 pages, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So this video is always available. So whatever this video is there, this will be always available, and this document will also come to make you aware that what are the things I should be remembering, and you should. Will you make notes, dear children? You have to make your own notes with that beautiful diagrams, no? Yes or no? Will you make the notes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to make the notes, then only the things will become very, very clear for you. All right, dear children.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Tell me,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
this document I tried to share, but why it did not come? Okay, I will share it one more time. I tried to share it, but suddenly something went wrong, I guess. Okay, fine, dear children. So here I'm sending it. I think it should be coming to you. I think it is coming now. Now, do you want this document also?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
document
Yes.
is must, no? I mean, if I send that, I mean, see, it is named as cell 2. Cells 2, this will also, this also I will send you. And this you should be able to use it for making your notes, right, dear children?
Yes, sir.
So now, are you waiting for the third lecture of this chapter, Fundamental Unit of Cell?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
that will also come, and many more interesting things are going to be there, dear children. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Till then, take care. Have a good day. I will see you around tomorrow at 8 o'clock. All right, dear children?
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
sir.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
Have
you,
a
sir.
good
Bye,
day.
sir.
Thank you.
Bye,
sir.
everyone. Have a bye.
Bye, sir.